So, to be honest, I didn't want to be here talking to you about how is it like to be a woman working in the media in Libya, or the challenges that I face as a journalist in Libya or working on Libya. But that's not the case. I really wanted to be here to talk to you about how beautiful Libya is and how much of potential and great future people my age would have in Libya if it wasn't for the conflict that we're living in right now. But I think reality is different. I'm here to talk about my personal story, my very young and humble experience in media. Again, I would want to be somewhere else right now. I don't know, doing something different maybe, something that's less challenging, even though I enjoy a bit of risk and challenge at times, but it gets really tiring if you have to deal with this every day. In a way, I'd want to be part of a less complicated society where young people are giving the chance to explore their future and to have equal opportunities with younger people from other parts of the world. But again, this is not the case in Libya right now. Okay, so this time, last year actually, September 2014, I was in London for a long vacation, but that vacation just extended without me planning for it to extend. And really, almost a year ago, I got the news of one of my close friends and a younger brother who was assassinated or killed in his car in Benghazi, along with his best friend. Tawfiq for me was a young brother who I always believed in, and I thought in between me and myself that this young guy would be one of our future leaders, because the way he used to think and the activities that he was involved in was much bigger than his age. And really, he's one of the people that taught me that age is just a number, and you can be involved in so many things, even if you're not 18 yet. He was not. He's never voted in his life, but he was campaigning. He spends hours on the streets, asking people to vote, showing them what is it like, why do you need to vote, and how important it is for you to participate. So this is really for me one of the things that gets me thinking. Losing someone who is really close to my heart, someone I'm used to seeing and talking to, he's not there anymore. It got me thinking actually, whether or not I want to do what Tawfiq is doing, or just go somewhere else, live abroad, do my masters, just get involved in any other something else, and just stay away from Libya and go back when things get better and things settle down. But that was not what I wanted to do really, because I know if Tawfiq was to be asked the same question, he would have chosen to do something that is much more influential and much more important than just moving somewhere else and deciding to forget about his own country. So I decided to leave London, because as I mentioned, I was supposed to be on vacation, but it went miserably wrong. I had to decide if I want to go to Egypt or Tunisia, because after the recent events in Libya, all the international organizations and embassies had to leave. So there was no one in Libya to work with. Therefore, I had to make the decision to move to Tunis, so I can be closer to Libya. I can be more involved in the activities. And that's where I got my job with BBC Media Action, where I wanted to focus and work on the media, and especially on social media, because that's how I lost my friend. Tawfiq was killed because of a tweet he shared on Twitter. Can you imagine how a word can actually be this powerful, and how can someone be killed because of something they shared? Tawfiq was not killed because he was holding a weapon and fighting. He was just active on social media. So I wanted to be involved in that field and help uh, change people through media, and especially through social media. And that's what I have been doing with the BBC. We are trying to create a platform for young people, young journalists, young bloggers, to have a safe and trusted platform for them to share their stories, and to also to share it with the world and with Libyans. And that is very challenging, especially where I come from. We have a very mixed media scene at the moment, where media is run by militias and politicians. And can you imagine living in a country with two state-owned, with two channels, sorry, TV channels, but each is owned by a different government under the same name? It's really confusing. So people slowly started losing interest in what is happening, and this is helping the conflict to grow. So we decided to shift to social media because it's really powerful, and people follow the news on Facebook and Twitter and other outlets. And so far, I think we have been doing really good. We reached to almost 4 million people interested in Libya by just training young Libyans on reporting, on producing their own stories, on writing, and helping them reach out to a wider audience. So I think the shift that happened to me personally through Tawfiq is not only on me. Actually, a lot of other people decided to completely shift to something different, just because they were influenced by Tawfiq and the fact that he wanted a better Libya for everyone. So I think my message today would be for you who live in peace and come from a much more safer environments or countries, is to just take a moment and think about enjoying your life, and the fact that you're safe, and the fact that you just wake up in the morning and you plan for your day without having to think what would happen to you if someone is not happy with something you said, or someone misinterpreted something you posted spontaneously on social media. And how can you give back actually to your countries, and how can you give back to the places that you come from? Thank you.